Hi everyone, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Today I'm here with some leather cases by Journey for iPhone 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max. So these cases offer 6 feet of drop protection. They've got a very slim profile and they are MagSafe. They're also priced considerably lower than Apple's leather case. Are they a better choice? Let's compare the two and find out. Looking at the construction of the Journey case, this is quite a slimline case. Has a pleasant feel in the hand. We've got cutouts here for the buttons rather than covered buttons. The sides of the case are made of a combination of TPU and polycarbonate, and we have a polycarbonate frame. The back of the case is wrapped in a premium European leather. It's a full grain leather from the Eco Tanneries in the Netherlands. Those are supposed to be very environmentally conscious. This is advertised as being a sustainable leather as well. Overall has a very nice look and feel. It's the kind of leather that's going to develop a patina over time. We do have a raised rim around the camera area, so that's excellent. And then going to the interior, we have a microfiber lining, and then you can see we have our MagSafe ring here as well. Overall, really quite a nice case. Comparing the Apple leather case and the Journey leather case side by side, you can see that your Journey leather case is going to be very slightly taller, but it's also just a little bit thinner than the Apple leather case. Overall, I don't really think that there is much of a noticeable size difference between the two. They appear to be the same width. So as far as construction is concerned, you've got covered buttons here with the Apple leather case, and you have cutouts for your buttons with the Journey case. Both of them are microfiber lined and both of them are MagSafe. And as far as the leather is concerned, you have full leather on the sides as well as on the back for the Apple leather case. Whereas with the Journey case, you've got leather on the back, but then the leather on the sides only extends a very small amount, and the rest of the sides are TPU and polycarbonate. As far as protection is concerned, the Journey case is going to give you 6 feet of drop protection, whereas Apple does not list any level of drop protection for its case. Also, it's important to note that Journey's case is going to run you $20 less than the Apple case. Putting your iPhone 13 Pro Max into the Journey leather case is quite straightforward. You want to start on the one side. I typically start on the left. Make sure both your top and your bottom corners are in place, and then clip on your right-hand corners. Once on, we've got quite a good fit on the phone, a little bit of give over your port openings, but that is it. Other than that, nice tight fit. You don't need to worry about the fit over the buttons because we just have a cutout here, so there's no issue there. The reason I say this is typically button areas tend to be one of the areas where you have sagging, but if you choose to simply have a cutout like this case has done, then that completely eliminates that area. Of course, it completely eliminates any protection for your buttons as well, so that is also something to take into consideration. So as far as the amount of lip is concerned, you have a good amount of protective lip around here. I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here. This is the Zag Glass Vision Guard screen protector. Excellent screen protector. If I didn't have this on here, you would have even more visible lip. But even with this, you can see that we definitely have lay on the table design with this, so that is excellent. Overall, really quite a nice case. Going down here to the bottom, you can see we've got asymmetrical port openings for an asymmetrical port design. You're also going to be able to fit many third-party lightning cables here, although of course this case does support regular Qi wireless charging as well as MagSafe charging, so you might find you're using that functionality less than you otherwise would. Going up the sides here, we have a combination of TPU, polycarbonate, and leather. So the leather here is that kind of shiny strip down at the bottom. And then you can see in the middle here, this is the polycarbonate, and then at the very top, I believe that this is where the TPU is. I'm not 100% sure of the composition and the arrangement of those two materials here on the side, but the bottom part is definitely the leather. So you have a little bit of grip here, but not tons. This overall does not have a lot of grip in the hand, but it's probably going to be enough for most people. Going up here to our buttons, we have a cutout, as mentioned before. So you're going to have plenty of access here. You're also not going to have a whole lot of protection, but for people who like to touch the actual buttons on the phone, this case is well designed. So looking at the view from the top, again, we've got our Zag Glass Vision Guard screen protector. Very nice fit with this screen protector. Going over here to the side, you can see we got a cutout here for the side buttons, so no hindrance in access there. And we've got some Journey branding down here at the bottom. Looking at the back of the case, we've got a premium full grain leather here, very nice look and feel. And again, this is from the Eco Tanneries in the Netherlands. Environmentally conscious leather, so if you're into leather, that's a good thing. Of course, this is not a vegan leather. There are animals involved, so you might not really be into that. But then again, you probably wouldn't be watching this video if you weren't into leather cases. So looking here at the amount of protection you have for your camera, you have a raised rim around here. Definitely gives you lay on the table design protection for your rear camera, so that's excellent. This material is going to scratch relatively easily because it's a genuine leather, so you have to be a little bit careful there. And it's also the type of material that's going to develop a patina over time, but that's what you get with real leather. So as far as wireless charging is concerned, this is going to work perfectly with regular Qi wireless charging, and because it's a MagSafe case, you're going to be able to use this perfectly with Apple's MagSafe charger as well. So you got nice magnetic adhesion here. Be aware that using this with a MagSafe charger over a period of time is probably going to cause a mark on the back of your case. This is the situation with basically all leather cases, as far as I understand it with MagSafe charging. It's not a terrible thing, just something to be aware of. Of course, you're also going to be able to use this with other MagSafe accessories, such as MagSafe wallets and MagSafe power banks. Removing this case from your phone is very easy. Just press off the one corner, go down to the bottom, press off another corner, and then take out your phone. So comparing the Journey case with Apple's leather case really quick. Just putting this one here on my 13 Pro Max. First thing you might notice is that you do have that kind of cool sound that happens when you put your phone into a genuine Apple case. You don't have that with any of the competitor cases, so that's not exactly a huge thing, but it's kind of fun. So as far as the amount of lip is concerned, you have the same amount of lip as on the Journey case, as far as I can tell. You're going to have covered buttons on here, so that's definitely a difference. Fit-wise, we have quite a good fit on here. It doesn't sag. They've done a good job with this case. And overall, I think we've got an excellent look and feel with the Apple leather case. Looking at our port openings, we've got asymmetrical port openings for the asymmetrical port design, and everything looks great there. Going around the sides, we have leather that goes all the way up the sides as opposed to just a little bit up the sides with the Journey case. This leather is a bit more textured than on the Journey case as well, so we have more grip overall. This is definitely grippier in the hand as compared to the Journey case. So going up here to our buttons, these are metallic and they are covered, so they're going to give your buttons a bit more protection than you're going to have with just a cutout like you have with the Journey case. And as far as your mute switch opening is concerned, you're in fine shape if you've got small fingers, but if you've got big fingers, then the Apple leather case might be a little bit difficult to operate the mute switch in because it's a pretty small opening. Looking at the view from the top here, everything looks good here with our tempered glass screen protector from Zag. Very nice fit here. And then going over here to our side button, again, this is covered and very responsive. Looking at the back of the case, you've got your Apple logo. Only the Apple leather cases have the Apple logo, so be aware of that. If you like the Apple logo, you're going to have to go with an OEM case. This leather again is slightly textured, has a nice feel to it. It's again a genuine leather. Seems like it should wear well over time. And as far as protection for your rear camera, again we have a raised rim here around the camera. Got basically the same amount of camera protection between the two cases, so that is excellent. And of course, being a MagSafe case by Apple, this is going to be fully MagSafe compatible. So you're going to be able to use this perfectly with Apple's MagSafe charger as well as regular Qi wireless chargers and any MagSafe accessories. Removing this from your phone is very slightly more difficult than with the Journey case, but still overall quite easy. And finally, for those of you with the 13 Pro as opposed to the 13 Pro Max, let's just check out the Journey case on my 13 Pro in Sierra Blue. Again, super easy to put on. Once on, we've got a good fit on here, more or less the same as with the 13 Pro Max. Tiny bit of give down here at the bottom, but other than that, no issues. Interestingly, it does look like the 13 Pro version has very slightly less lip than the 13 Pro Max. It's a tiny difference, but it does look that way to me. But you do still have lay on the table design. You have sufficient lip on here, even though I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here. On my 13 Pro, it's the Zag Glass XTR. Great screen protector, fits really well with this case. Going down here to the bottom, you see the one real difference between these two cases, and that is you've got symmetrical port openings for an asymmetrical port design with the 13 Pro Journey case, as opposed to the asymmetrical version we have on the 13 Pro Max. So if you look at these two cases together with the 13 Pro on the bottom and the 13 Pro Max on the top, you can see what I mean. We've got asymmetrical port openings on your 13 Pro Max, and we've got symmetrical port openings on the 13 Pro. So a little bit disappointed by that. Going up the sides of the case, everything is the same as on the 13 Pro Max. So we got a little bit of leather here on the bottom, going slightly up the sides, and then the rest of the sides are a combination of TPU and polycarbonate. They give you some grip, but not as much as on the Apple leather case. Going up here to your volume buttons and mute switch, this area is entirely uncovered. We have a cutout, so you've got plenty of access there, although not so much protection. And then looking at the view here from the top, great fit with the Zag Glass XTR screen protector. We do have enough lip for lay on the table design, but again, very slightly less than on the 13 Pro Max version of the Journey case. And then going over here to our side button, again, a cutout, and then we've got Journey branding down here at the bottom. Looking at the back of the case, it's exactly the same as on the 13 Pro Max Journey case. Same full grain premium leather. Very nice look and feel. We have the same amount of protection here for the rear camera. So we've got a raised camera rim. Everything is very good there. And then just like the 13 Pro Max version, this is going to work perfectly with regular Qi wireless charging, and it is fully MagSafe compatible. So which of these two cases is a better choice for your iPhone 13 Pro or 13 Pro Max? I think it really comes down to personal preference. So both of them are good quality cases. They're both MagSafe, they're both nice quality leather, and they're both going to give you a nice slim profile on your phone. However, if you're looking for a case that's got more grip, then probably the Apple leather case is a better choice. Also, if you are a fan of covered buttons, then you might want to go with the Apple leather case as well. The Journey leather case is possibly going to give you better drop protection. They advertise 6 feet of drop protection for their case. The Apple leather case does not advertise any level of drop protection at all, although it does seem like it should be nicely protective as well. Also, if you're a fan of having the Apple logo on your case, you're only going to get that with the Apple leather case, and the Apple leather case is the only one that's going to give you that cool sound when you put the case on your phone, so that's something to keep in mind. However, it's also important to note that the Apple leather case is going to run you around $20 more than the Journey leather case, so it all depends upon what you're looking for in a case for your iPhone 13 Pro or 13 Pro Max. Again, we've been looking at the leather case by Journey for iPhone 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max. These cases are available directly from Journey and are priced at $39.99 for both case sizes. They come in the lovely saddle brown featured in this review, as well as a black and a tan color. Many thanks to the kind folks at Journey for sending me out these samples to review. If you have any questions about these cases, please feel free to put them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And do consider subscribing to my channel. Again, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.